Have you ever wondered why you start learning English with so much excitement, but after a few weeks, that energy just disappears? You buy the books, you download the apps, and you tell yourself, this time, I will do it. But then, life gets busy, the lessons get hard, and you stop. Why does this happen? Is it because you are lazy? Is it because you aren't smart enough? Absolutely not. The real reason is that the way we try to motivate ourselves is actually broken. Today, we are going to fix that. We are going to look at why we do what we do, and how you can build a fire inside you that never burns out. Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about a fascinating book called Drive by Daniel Pink. Now, this book isn't a grammar book. It's a book about human psychology. It explains the secret engine that keeps us moving forward. You see, for a very long time, the world worked on a very simple system. We call this the carrot and stick method. Imagine a donkey. If you want the donkey to move, you dangle a carrot in front of it, that is the reward. Or, you hit it with a stick, that is the punishment. For years, schools and jobs have treated us exactly like that donkey. If you get good grades, here is a gold star. If you get bad grades, here is a scolding. If you work fast, here is a bonus. If you work slow, you are fired. This system worked great for simple jobs. If your job is to put a cap on a toothpaste tube all day, you don't need to think. You just need to be fast. Rewards work for that. But here is the problem. Learning English is not like putting caps on toothpaste tubes. Learning a language is creative. It requires you to think, to solve problems, and to express feelings. Daniel Pink discovered something amazing. When a task requires thinking and creativity, big rewards like money or just passing a test actually make us perform worse. They make us stressed. They make us afraid to make mistakes. And in language learning, if you are afraid of mistakes, you are afraid of progress. So, if rewards and punishments don't work for the long term, what does? The book tells us there are 3 elements we need to truly succeed. If you have these 3 things, you won't need anyone to force you to study. You will want to do it. Section 1, Autonomy. The first element is called autonomy. This is a fancy word, but it just means freedom. It means having control over your own life. Think about the traditional classroom. The teacher chooses the book. The teacher chooses the topic. The teacher decides when you speak and when you listen. You are just a passenger on a bus. You have no control. And when human beings have no control, they lose interest. They become passive. They just sit there and wait for instructions. To really learn English, you have to stop being a passenger and start being the driver. You need to take control. Let's say you love cooking. If a teacher forces you to read a text about economics, you will be bored. You will hate English. But, if you have autonomy, you can choose to watch YouTube videos about recipes in English. You can choose to read a cookbook. Suddenly, you are interested. You are not studying because you have to, you are studying because you chose to. There is a very popular search people make. They look for the best way to learn English at home, and the answer is actually autonomy. It means you decide how you learn. Maybe you are a morning persona, so you study at 7 a.m. Maybe you hate textbooks but love podcasts, so you listen to audio. When you customize your learning to fit your life, you stop fighting against yourself. You feel like the owner of your education. And when you own something, you take care of it. Section 2, Mastery. The second element is mastery. Mastery simply means the desire to get better and better at something that matters to you. Human beings love to improve. It's natural. Think about people who play video games or play the guitar on weekends. They don't get paid to do it. They do it because it feels good to get better. They do it for the satisfaction of overcoming a challenge. But here is the hard truth about mastery that many students forget. Mastery is slow. It is sometimes painful. In the beginning of learning English, everything is new. You learn hello, how are you, and apple. You feel like you are flying. But then, after a few months, you hit a wall. You study for weeks, but you feel like you aren't improving. You make the same grammar mistakes. You struggle to find words. This is the moment where most people quit. They think, I am broken. I am not talented. But Daniel Pink says that this struggle is actually part of mastery. Mastery is not a straight line up. It's a flat road for a long time, and then a little jump, and then a flat road again. You have to learn to love that flat road. You have to enjoy the practice itself, not just the result. You might see videos with titles like How to Speak English Fluently in 30 Days. That sounds amazing, right? But that is an external reward. It's a trick. Real mastery is not about 30 days. It's about accepting that you will make mistakes, and being okay with that. It is a mindset that says, I am not fluent yet, but I am getting better every single day. When you focus on mastery, you stop worrying about looking stupid. You realize that a mistake is just information. It tells you what to fix. If you can fall in love with the process of fixing mistakes, you become unstoppable. Section 3, Purpose. The third and final element is purpose. This is the why. If I ask you, why are you learning English? What is your answer? Is it to get a certificate? Is it because my boss told me to? These are weak reasons. They are small. To have unlimited motivation, you need a big purpose. You need to connect English to something bigger than yourself or bigger than just a test score. People who succeed in the long run usually have a purpose connected to connection or growth. For example, I am learning English so I can help my children with their homework. That is a powerful purpose. Or, I am learning English so I can travel and understand the culture of people on the other side of the world. When you have a deep purpose, the boring days don't feel so boring. When you are tired and don't want to study, your purpose pulls you up. You aren't just memorizing vocabulary lists, you are building a bridge to your future self. You have to change the story in your head. Don't say, I am studying English. Say, I am becoming a person who can communicate with the world. It's about your identity. So, let's bring this all together. The old way of learning was about fear and rewards. It was about studying to pass a test so you didn't get in trouble. That might work for a week, but it won't work for a lifetime. The new way, the way that really works, is about 3 things. Number 1. Autonomy. Take control. Choose materials you love. Choose the time that works for you. Be the captain of your ship. Number 2. Mastery. Accept that learning is slow. Don't look for shortcuts. Enjoy the practice. Enjoy the struggle. Understand that the plateau is necessary for growth. Number 3. Purpose. Find a deep, meaningful reason to learn. Connect it to your values, your family, or your dreams. If you can shift your focus from getting a score to becoming a master, everything changes. The pressure disappears. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop asking, is my English perfect? And you start asking, did I get a little bit better today? And that is enough. Small steps, taken freely, with a clear purpose, will take you further than any expensive course ever could. Thank you so much for joining me today on this deep dive into motivation. I hope this helps you look at your English journey in a fresh, new way. If you found value in this video and want to keep improving your mindset and your language skills, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, it really helps the channel grow, and make sure to subscribe to 10-Minute English Academy. We are building a community of learners who are ready to take control of their future, and I would love for you to be a part of it. Keep practicing, keep choosing, and I will see you in the next video.